As an experienced truck driver, you may already be familiar with the stresses out here that we face as truck drivers, some of the pains that we go through because the trucking industry is stressful and there's a lot of challenges that we face. But I want to give you a few reasons how starting at 3 a.m. can improve your trucking life. And one reason is if you start early and you beat the crowd, you can definitely get some better parking at these truck stops. I'm not saying that it's going to be like this all the time, as you may know, in the busy cities like, maybe Atlanta, or, busy cities like Indianapolis, where if you're in the hub of the city, no matter what time of day it is, you're going to have trouble finding parking. I remember places like in Dallas, Texas, that's especially a busy area where truck drivers are always just parked for whatever reason, waiting for a load on a reset and so on. So starting early, if your load allows it, if your dispatcher works with you, can definitely relieve the stress of trying to find some parking out here. A second reason you may want to start early as a truck driver, if it's possible, is that you don't have to wait for showers as much. Now, I've seen a record 20 or more people in line for a shower. That can be very frustrating, especially if you're after 5 trying to park 5 p.m. and later. These spots can get really, really busy. And so I don't want to be that person that's already tired for the day, have to wait for a shower, and you're just drained from the stress of traffic or whatever kind of stressful day you may have had. Maybe a bad time with your dispatch manager, they weren't understanding you, and so you got in a clash with them. It just becomes a chain reaction, and your day's just shot. So starting early can definitely help you relieve some of these stresses. And I want to reiterate that I realize that this is not possible for everybody. You may be running reefer loads that require you to deliver in the middle of the night or pick up in the middle of the night, just depending on your schedule. But lately, I've been able to start at 3 a.m. It's working out so far with my situation in the trucking company that I'm at. And I finish my day about 1 or 2 o'clock, and that's a long day. 12 hours is a pretty long day. I know that sometimes you do a split break and you even have to drag your clock out even more just to make a load work or make a pickup work. I do understand those cases as well. But for me lately, I try to start at 3. 3 to 3 is the bracket that I pick because I'm noticing, and I have noticed for a while already, that parking is just easier. I can get in the shower and just go relax. So what does this do for us as truck drivers if we're starting early? Well, overall, it's contributing to our well-being, and it's helping us to lower the stress that we already face as truck drivers. And so I hope that this is helpful. If you're new to the industry, this is a good rule of thumb to follow if you're able. If you're an experienced driver, you probably have already tried many different things. And if you want to share those experiences or give us some tips, you experienced drivers out there, put it in the comments. I always look at the comments. I'm personally responding to them. I always enjoy your thoughts as truck drivers because it helps me out here as well. It helps other truck drivers out here as well to just live a better quality life and to just bring that stress level down. The other thing I want to add is always give yourself time to pause, to reflect from the stresses of the day, because they will accumulate and add up. And at some point, you're going to break. You're going to just feel overwhelmed. So this is necessary to do it daily. Find a quiet spot, a meditative spot to clear your mind. Some challenges might be small or manageable, and sometimes they are so overwhelming. We just need to take the time to take some breaths, get a good night's rest, and go at it again the next day. Believe it or not, this little pond right here, I found when I was taking my jog here in Indiana, just around the corner of the TA. So I decided just to stop, reflect, take some deep breaths, and just recenter yourself and get balanced again. Because if we don't do this, we're going to feel miserable, unhappy, and things are going to add up. And then this is also a chain reaction where you keep feeding the mind negativity and negativity, and it just messes up your whole week, your whole month, and it's not a good quality life. So take the time to find peace, Don't let anything rob your joy, and stay positive out here in this stressful trucking world. If you like content like this, don't forget to subscribe to Surviving Truck Talk. We talk about things related to the trucking industry and especially personal development that we all need out here in the trucking industry.